up?
Facebook,
What
everybody.
up, everybody?
Man, hey, yo, man.
Everybody.
How
Yeah,
did
we said
we
that at the
pull
same
this off
time. Did we say that at the
again?
same time?
What's that?
I said, I think we said everybody at the same time.
Yeah. But, yo, how did we
Yeah.
pull this off yet again? Because it ain't
Because
easy,
we're
man. It
bored.
ain't easy to get to line everything up. The stars have to align right. So people got to realize that if we could get us both on screen, it's a special moment, man. It's a good day to play the lottery. It's something, things have aligned today. So whatever
I ain't winning no lottery.
we
You ain't winning no
are
lottery.
live.
No.
So you might have some people tuning in tonight, huh?
I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I just sent it out there. We'll see if they go to your channel. You know what I mean? I hope they do.
Yeah,
Because you're my boy. I
tell them
want you to
come
get
on
some
over.
recognized.
Tell them come
Yeah,
on
check you
over,
out.
check it out. We gonna be over here talking some shit. You ain't gonna want to
Yeah.
miss
You're
this
gonna
one.
teach it now. What's gonna happen is you're gonna teach me how to make a channel and I'm gonna make one. Probably
Yeah,
gonna call it just talking shit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's what we
because
should
then
that's
we
what I
could
think
we
I'm
could
gonna call
share.
it, just talking shit, bro.
Yeah, because then we could share each other's clips. You know what I mean? Show you how to make them clips and all of that. Because that's what you got to do too. You break it down into clips, then you break the clips down
Right,
into shorts. The
right.
little
Yeah.
TikToks. But yeah, man. So we gonna start it off like I was telling you before, man. We got some big wins that happened for us that's making these videos, and it's gonna
Right,
be you too
right.
because you gonna get your channel going. We gonna be, guest hosting back and forth. I come over to your channel, you come over to my channel.
Right.
But this case here really got a big win because they tried to sue this guy for playing the videos. Like, you know how we play a clip like we get ready to do now. You play a clip, you talk about it. That's called fair use. That's legal according to YouTube's terms and conditions. But what people can do is they can still like strike. They call it striking your page. You know what I mean? They can strike your channel and say, "Oh, he played my content. He used my content on his channel." But you have to fight it and go through, this whole thing. So now that we're seeing a lot of these creators get sued and win their cases, that's going to make it easier for us because now we could reference these people's case and, they're not going to be able to go forward. So this was in a court of law too. So watch this right here for a minute. Let's see what he's talking about.
Kendrick Gilliams, hold this L. Let's get it.
Do the intro and all that. I like this dude though. You got
that's the same dude we watched before, right?
Yeah, but when we did it before.
I'm back with another video.
Pause this real quick. Because when we did play this video before, but what happened was the whole part of that show was basically muted. So we really didn't have no sound coming through. So that's why I want to go back.
Yeah. So what we doing? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to go back and get this going. So here we go, man. Let's get it, man.
I'm right here right now talking to y'all. What do y'all think happened between me and Kendrick Gilliams, a.k.a. Kendra G? Hey, K. Sleaze, my bad. Kendra Gilliams. You don't want me calling you a scammer?
Kendra Gilliams.
You don't want me calling you Kendra Sleaze? You don't want me calling you any of those names that you said I called you when we had our first court case, when I had to go through the whole restraining order thing that you put on me? So let's call you Kendra Gilliams. I'm going to respect you and call you Kendra Gilliams.
Yo, it's crazy because these people will do anything to get you, try to get your page taken down every day. Yo, they was putting restraining orders on it, and he don't even live in the same state as this woman. You know what I'm saying? But she was mad because he was clowning her and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he's talking about.
That's your name. That's what I'm going to call you throughout this video. Kendra Gilliams, tell the people what happened. As of right now, Kendra Gilliams, if y'all can see right here, because I like to provide receipts with everything I do. Kendra Gilliams and her attorney, they have requested a dismissal of this case currently. And they have requested this case be dismissed without prejudice. Now, let me explain. You can have cases dismissed with prejudice, which means the case can never be brought up ever again. Or you can have it dismissed without prejudice, meaning if something arises in the future, as long as I file before the statute of limitations is up, I could possibly find something else on him, pay my attorney $10,000 to $20,000. Her on her side, pay her attorney $10,000 to $20,000 again to try to find something else on MABW to refile.
So you seen that, right? So he basically what he's saying is that the case that where she was suing him, they request for it to be dismissed, even though they did request for it to be dismissed without prejudice, meaning they can bring it back again, but it would cost her some money to have to. That's what he said. It would cost her like 10 grand, 15, whatever she paid.
So her own attorneys, they were like, look, we're gonna ask to dismiss it too.
Her own attorney, yeah. They were like, we better get this back out of this. You know,
that's because they didn't want to look like retards,
right? They knew that was about to lose.
You know what I mean? Because they know, like, listen, you're gonna come on to YouTube, which is a platform that was created for this exact thing. You know, right. Like, what did you think was going to happen when you put a camera in everyone's hand in America? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's retarded that people are trying to use this to sue people to get money. All it is a way to get money, dude.
Yeah. And people's egos get hurt. People's egos get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll have to watch some of his content. It is pretty funny because he be going in on these, he basically does content on these women that they want somebody to be making $100 grand, they want them to be 6-pack. 6 foot, 6'2",
right. Did he make the one? I think I seen it. He made the one where he was talking about that, about how women were wrong for that, and like no wonder they're single and they're lonely because their expectations are too high and shit, right?
Yeah, so Kendra G, she basically has this like it's basically a dating show. So you could like call into her show and she'll have somebody that she's like interviewing and they'll try to like hook her up with somebody and stuff like that. But the stuff that the women's usually saying is like so outlandish, so crazy that it's like nobody's really gonna go for that. But but it's funny though, the way he gives his commentary and everything like that. Now I do have a little bit of an update on that too, because let me turn this off here real quick, because she did try to sue him again after this, and he's currently fighting that. So let me try to pull that up real quick.
Yo, it costs money, right, to sue people?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why you can't.
So you know what I mean? So I mean, man? Yo, these people are a different breed of people too, man.
Right.
Like you and me, we ain't mad about certain shit like that, man, and trying to sue people. Like who? Yeah, put this bitch's face on blast. Put her on blast, man. Put her up there. What's she even look like? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I had to show you here. I think he's going to show her on this one, baby. Let me see. Check this out. This is kind of like the update to that, because he won that case. That video we was just watching.
Right.
He won that case, but she could go back and pull it again. So this is what happened here, because she went back and struck all his videos with her in it. So that's what he's saying right here. Watch this right here.
Salute to the MABW team. I'm back with another video. First and foremost, big salute to all the people who have been supporting me throughout this whole Kendra Sleaze debacle, okay? Now, I know a lot of you are out there. I'm not even going to say a lot of you out there, because the members, for sure, they know what's going on because they watched the members video I did. Salute to the members. And even most of the subscribers, the supporters, y'all know what's going on. For some reason, we got some goofball by the name of Kwame Dog I believe that's your name, Kwame Dog 50.
Kwame.
He keeps coming up under my videos. And Ms. Me, big shout out to Ms. Me 1872. Thank you a lot, Ms. Me, for saying what you said, because you also know what's going on. He keeps coming up under video stating, brother, respectfully, where the Kendra Sleaze videos at? I thought you won your case.
Bang. So I'm gonna stop it right there.
Brother.
Now that's a good question though, right? Because he makes this video saying, "Hey, we won this case, blah blah blah." But when you go onto his channel, you see all the videos with this Kendra G person is gone. So the dude is asking, "Hey, what's up? I thought you won the case. Why don't you have the videos up? You know what I mean? Why are the videos up?" So he's getting ready to get into that, but he shouldn't be acting like, "Oh, why would he ask such a thing like that?" Like that's a valid question when you just made the video saying that you won the case. You know what I'm saying? So people want to know, like, hey, what's up with the video?
That's what I would have done. To spite her, I'd have threw them bitches right back up there. Like, see?
That's what he did. What? That's what he did. Actually, YouTube themselves put the videos back up. And then she goes back on just maliciously.
Well, good for YouTube.
Right.
Way to go.
So here we
go. I won all my cases against her. For those of you that don't know what's going on right now, and I'm not going to say too much because I'm not giving her a heads up on shit, but believe me when I tell you, it's in game right now, okay? I've been through the civil case with her, that state, for any of you that don't know, and now she's taking me through federal. She knows what she's doing, okay? That's federal, and I can promise you, even in this federal case that she's bringing me through right now to try, because you could try at a state level, you could try at a federal level. Now Kendra Sleaze is going to a federal level to see what she can do as far as with her so-called copyright infringement videos. So, you know.
All right. So you see, the first case was a state case. Now she's going to the federal courts to try to sue this guy. Just all in an attempt to have him take these videos down.
We're gonna go the whole way to the Supreme Court with this one, sir. Okay. I'm very pissed off. I'm very pissed off. You know, that's probably what she sounds like. What's this bitch even sound like?
All right.
Where's her rebuttals?
Let me see if she's on here. Let me show you this real quick. Let me see. This is let's watch.
Like that's my thing. She gonna
strike my joke. She might not hit me because I'm a small time.
How's she gonna strike us, man? There's probably don't two folks listening to us right now.
Kendra G, look at me. Right
here. Shout out to my folks.
Kendra, look at me. Kendra, look at me. You know what I mean? Don't strike my page, man. I'm a small guy, man. You know what I mean? I just want to show the world who you
trying to follow the story. You know, I mean,
look, I just want to show the world who you are, girl. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
So that's her.
Yeah, so that's her right there. You know what I mean? And she got these
blow
things.
Blow it up.
Well, I'm about to play one here real quick. I want to try to find one where okay. So here we
That ain't her real hair, bro.
Yo, hell no, real hair.
That ain't her real hair, bro.
Let me.
That's fucked up, man. Ain't nothing real no more.
What happened here? About YouTube freeze?
Oh man, you know what? And this is good for her. This is good for her, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because she's blowing up off this shit.
That's what I'm saying. It promotes her channel. I want somebody to share about. I want somebody to talk shit about one of my videos and play it on their podcast.
Tell me how fucked up I am. I don't give a shit.
I'm reading through the comments.
You read through the comments?
Yeah, sorry.
What was the last question we said?
What I wanted in a person.
Oh, watch this.
What are the deal breakers? I think I'm not.
That was the last question.
I think so.
Did we do the Kendra Cam?
You did.
Okay, no, that's like the second question. Yeah. Did I ask you the last time you was intimate with someone?
Mm-hmm.
Did I ask you your 3 flaws?
Mm-hmm.
Did I ask you why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Mm-hmm.
Did I ask you every question?
You did. I was trying to read the comments, and this guy named Killer something. He's so terrible. He's like 60. He's so mean. He looks like Uncle Phil, but he's so mean.
Now keep in mind.
What did he say?
Keep in mind. These women are calling in to this. Of course, Kendra G's the one on the right. These women are calling in to try to get someone else to call in to want to date them. And, you know, it's wild, this stuff that.
So that's what she does. So that's what she does.
So that's what she does. So he makes videos.
What makes her so fucking great at setting people up?
Hold on a second.
What the? Oh, she battle raps too.
Oh, I don't know what that was. She was probably just at some event or something.
Let me say, is she in the basement?
I don't know what that was.
Showing my age right there, the basement.
But the dude, right? What he does is he makes these videos basically clowning the chicks that come on there. But to me, that just bigs up her channel because people want to go and see what's going on with this. You know what I'm saying? So people are going to go to her channel. She probably got all kinds of new subscribers and everything.
But look, see, they getting mad because what he says is right, though.
Right.
What he says is right. It's funny. Yeah, it's funny. Like I watched a few, and I'm like, damn, like call her out, keep it real. You know what I mean? and that's what he's doing. And people don't like that, Warren. People do not like that.
Well, people
they don't like that, man. Yeah, they don't want to hear that shit.
I want somebody to do it on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Do me, clip my channel and put it on your page. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't know if I want them to put me,
No, I want to. No publicity is bad publicity. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, yeah, there is bad publicity. Motherfucker, don't be saying that. You know what I mean? They find some shit. You be like, damn, I forgot I even did that. You know what I mean? How many drunk videos are out there that I put out there? You know what I mean? Fucking blacked out drunk drinking. And I posting online, bro. Posting online.
Yeah, I remember one time you went live. It was snowing out. You went live.
Put it out there, bro. Fuck it.
That was funny, man. I wish we could go. We're going to have to go back into the archives and find that one. But yeah, man, but check this out. But check this out. So we see we got that case, right? So if they win that case, that's a win for all of us right there. If he wins that at the federal level, that's a win for all. Now there was a case that did take place at the federal level, and that's gonna be this next one we got right here. Where he's gonna be talking about Meg Thee Stallion because she just won her case, but not in the way that everybody thinks.
Hear how other platforms is gonna paint this, but Megan Thee Stallion took a L. Regardless of what headlines you see today about this Megan Thee Stallion and Milagro lawsuit verdict, Megan Thee Stallion took a L.
How you feeling today, Megan? And the explosive, headline-grabbing criminal trial that followed, Megan says that criticism has turned into a full-scale attack.
Just because you have freedom of speech, that does not mean you have freedom to bully.
Now, more than 2 years after Lanez was convicted, the artist is taking on a social media influencer, accusing her of waging a war of harassment and bullying. It's a case many are watching, since the outcome could determine who qualifies as media and what kind of speech is protected online.
Hold on to that last statement because that's very important. They was also in court to prove whether or not Milagro and other social media bloggers like myself, whether or not we count as media and as journalists and as official media. Because if we do, then we have certain protections and certain rights and certain things that have to happen in order to properly sue us and go through certain channels. Megan Thee Stallion was arguing that people like Milagro, myself, again, her team even called academics for deposition. So,
see, that's the thing. If she would have won this case, bro, she would have been able to go after every channel that was saying that Tory Lanez didn't shoot her, that she lied about the whole thing, and that's what this whole thing is about because people are saying that all online. So she wants to use this case as a way to go after the big bloggers like academics, all these guys that really got paper like that, you know what I'm saying? But you'll see in this video though that she lost that part of the case, so that takes that all away. Check this out.
So
what?
I mean, okay. So here's my crossroads. I mean, listen, do you hate on her about it? Trying to go about it this way to become rich and famous, or is she an entrepreneur as well?
Well, I mean, the question is more of, do we have freedom of speech to talk? You know, even if you know, some things you're allowed to say, even if it ain't true, if you believe it to be true, and you really believe that, you should be allowed to say that. You know, you should be allowed to give your opinion. You know.
Well, right, because how you gonna know it ain't true if you don't get called out and taught about it? You know what I mean? Because I've said shit that's wrong for sure.
Right, we could
You
be
know what I
wrong.
mean?
You know
But
what I'm
how do
saying?
you? It's how you learn, bro. It's how you learn, bro. You know, but like I just think, look, I think she's just trying to get rich off of this. Like she's seen the hole in the dog pile and her way out, and she's running towards it. And she probably got a list of who she's gonna step to next and sue. You know what
Well,
I
that's what
mean?
we'll see. That's what this case was to determine. Was if she won that part of the case, she would have been able to go on to sue these other guys. But because she didn't win that, it ends here pretty much, and all she gets is the 50 grand. So let's
Well, what's she doing now? What's she doing now with the 50 grand? You know, did
well, I
she
mean, that
just
50 grand ain't nothing to her. She's Meg Thee Stallion. She's with Klay Thompson right now, the basketball dude. So she
so
ain't
she
really worried
already
about it.
got that?
Well, I don't know if she already got it, but she probably going to try to appeal it or something. You know, we'll see how that goes. But check this out. Let's see what
I
it says.
mean,
You know.
They were lining it up, right? If they prove in court that Milagro don't count as media, they were about to go after everybody else. They was about to go after academics, after Aiden Ross, after everybody else. And the judge kind of ruled pretty early on that he will leave it up to the jury to decide whether or not Milagro and others like Milagro would be considered media. Which is why, to me, it's dumb for any like media personality to root against Milagro, because her losing essentially means you lost. And how are we not media? Bruh, I was front and present at the Tory Lanez trial. Milagro, Armand Wiggins, and others. We were present. We were there every morning. We were out reporting the journalist at the Tory Lanez trial. So how are we not journalists? How are we not media? Of course we're media. Like I said before, I was
breaking up, huh? See where we at. Yeah, we looking good.
That started breaking up real bad.
Oh, okay.
On my end. Yeah, I mean,
okay. Well, it was just on your end there, but probably it might be the way it's coming through. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, if so basically that's a win though for people that make these kind of videos, because they basically said, okay, we'll get you for the of course if I make an AI video of you getting ran in by some dude, of course you can sue me and say, hey man, you can't put that.
Shit,
That's
that
what happened.
shit you sent me blew my mind, bro. That shit you sent me blew my mind. Them dudes who made the AI video where they was about that, he said, yo, we about to pull up on some ops, right?
Right, yeah.
And my man was like, whoa, wait. I said I'll ride with y'all. I didn't mean I'm gonna come out here and go at the ops with y'all. What are you talking about? He's like, nah, we right here. We're gonna do it right now.
He's like, you already did it.
I'm not doing that. He said, nah, you already did. You know what I mean? He said, wait, what? And then they showed him a video of him going out there like a G, killing all them motherfuckers and shit. I never thought about AI and somebody creating a video of me doing something. Like for a person at our level, bro, that could be bad. Because I don't got money for lawyers like that.
Right, you wouldn't make it out of that.
They would put me in the fucking joint, dog.
Yo, they would have you in front of the jury, like, I swear to God, it wasn't me. That you be on the camera, on the video, like, I'll do it again. These motherfuckers don't know me.
Oh yeah, bro, that's what he was like. Scarface. He was like, wait a minute. And then they showed him actually going up and doing it. He was crying and shit.
I know. He was like, please though, because he knew, man, if this go to trial,
he was
it's
just
over.
crying. He accidentally shot him and shit.
Because you're gonna have to get that public defender. You're gonna have to get that.
Yeah, we be
Oh man,
That's hard. I never thought about that, dude. Like, it's
that's what I'm
scary to
scared
think
about. I'm
that,
scared
dude.
about that.
That,
You know what I'm saying? I'm scared. That's
that
scary shit.
AI, that AI, that's a fine line that people are walking with creating something so crazy.
Yeah.
That like a self-aware, a self-learning computer, like that's fucking crazy.
So remember, I told you that Snoop Dogg and Daz Dillinger are
Uh,
beefing. You know what I'm saying? This is too much, man. You got to see this right here, man, because this is. And you know, and this goes to show, man. Like nobody, when you really look at it, when you look at all of the people that we've known in the hip hop world, right? There's not many of
yeah.
them that turned out to have good lives. Yeah, they shined for a while when we were kids and we were watching them on the videos and everything like that. But when you see a lot of those guys now, they're not really doing that hot. A lot of them don't really live long lives, and you know,
Well, Snoop doing all right? Or are you talking about
I'm saying,
the
but
other bull?
I'm saying if you look back, like if you zoom out and you look at all the people in hip hop, most of the people didn't. Yeah, you got a couple people like Jay-Z, Snoop. You know, there's some people that did all right, but the vast majority of people that go into that world end up messed up. You know, look at like Black Rob. He died broke on his deathbed, begging Puff to send him a couple dollars. You know, so it's like, but this is
Yeah,
just
I
another
mean,
example of
yeah,
that
yeah.
because you had Daz Dillinger. Daz Dillinger was the top. When they were out with Snoop Dogg and Dog Pound and all that was out, you would have thought those dudes was all multi-millionaires and everything. Them dudes saw a lot of money, man. They saw.
I never really fuck with anybody but Snoop. And when the whole Dog Pound thing was going down, I didn't really fuck with the Dog Pound like that. I like me. I don't even know if I even like any of their songs. I'd have to go back and listen.
Well, most of the time we heard them, you know, they was featuring on like Snoop's song or, you know, something like that. But they was all like, you know, big time at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like Warren G, you know, all those Death Row guys
Oh
and
my
all
dude,
that. They was big. They was at the top
that's
of
another big name.
that's what I'm saying, at the
That's
top
another
of the
big
heat.
name. He
But
did
when
well.
he look like he doing okay. But that's what I'm saying. When you really look at it, man, a lot of them didn't make it. When you look at DMX, Biggie, Tupac, like you could go down the list of the people that, you know, just got messed up, man, messed up from going into that world. But here goes another example of that because now when you see Daz Dillinger, he's messed up today. He look like a regular dude and begging Snoop for his publishing rights. Check this out.
Back cripping in 2025, man. If you guys have not heard, Snoop Dogg's cousin Daz Dillinger released a video that Snoop sent him that makes Snoop Dogg look really bad. But this is just like the latest development in an ongoing beef with Snoop and Daz that's been the last, 2 to 3 years publicly. More so this year specifically, Daz Dillinger has been antagonizing Snoop Dogg online. Now, this entire situation actually started about 5 days ago when Daz released his first video. In this video, Daz referred to Snoop Dogg as Snoop Knight, referencing Snoop business practices being similar to Suge's practices. Snoop is the new owner of Death Row. Being a new owner of Death Row, you kind of adopts all the problems and all the contracts from Daz and other people who were signed to Death Row and all the money owed to them. But Daz earlier in the year gave Snoop Dogg credit for making it right, for stepping in, finding money owed to him, and then giving him the money owed. But in this video, Daz will say that certain things like royalties and contracts still hasn't been settled or handled yet. Daz will also say that Snoop Dogg tried to go behind his back and trademark the Dog Pound logo that Daz drew up in his house 30, 40 years ago, and he owned a trademark to it, but Snoop tried to trademark it behind his back. And once that didn't go as planned, Snoop kind of stopped talking to him and stopped bringing him around.
In May. So months go by. And it's crazy because now they beefing. They cousins. They cousins in real life. And now they can't stand each other because of all this.
That's what got me. That's what got me, bro.
But that's what that world does. Because when you start talking about big money and contracts and people start, you know, it changes people, you know.
Yo,
I
as
go
soon
there.
as you get dough like that, it changes everybody. I don't care what the fuck you say. If you got one person that you know out there making mad money, they're making dough now. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you ask them if it didn't change them, and they're like, "Nah, the money didn't change me." Man, you're a fucking liar, bro. Keep it real. Stay 10 toes down. Be real with it,
You know what I'm
and you ain't
saying?
got nothing to hide. Like, bro, once you get money like that, doors open. You can go places you couldn't before. You're now welcome. You know what I mean?
Yo, I'm
And
telling you, it's the
and
new
you mean to
Jim
tell
Crow,
me you're not
bro.
gonna go through the doors? You know, like you're
Right.
not gonna go through the doors to check it out?
Right.
Shit. And but the whole thing though with me is if I got that dough like that, if I was Snoop and this is my real deal cousin, like my cousin. We rode bikes together when we were little, right? Shit like that. And he's like, yo, man, yo, I need some dough. Help me out. Let me get some royalties. You know what I mean? What's Snoop stressing about? He owns Death Row Records now. Motherfucker, you're doing great. Like, throw your cousin a bone, dog. You know what I mean? You
Right.
know, like what the fuck? Where's family, dog? Where's the family aspect of life anymore? We don't have that. Like you remember Christmas at the grandmom's house when everybody was there, your uncles, aunts, fucking, you're running around with your cousins. That don't happen no more.
Right. And it's a
Yo,
shame.
it blows my mind, bro. It blows my mind that Snoop is that kind of dude. But like
But most
what are
people
we
in
what
business, most people in that run businesses and stuff like that, they adopt that mentality. The higher
you
up
have
they
to.
go on the ladder,
But think about Snoop's world, though. You know what I mean? You have to be cutthroat and ignorant like that in that world because you're not just dealing with hundreds of dollars anymore. You're dealing with millions. You're talking about millions. He's talking about something that probably makes Snoop Dogg millions. You know what I mean? And once you're making decisions like that, I understand being an asshole and a dickhead to family. I would get that, but honestly, I think Snoop could do it and not even miss it. You know what I mean?
right?
That's why I'm confused. Like, why is Snoop really like that? Why is he holding out like that on his own blood and family?
But
You
business will
know?
make you do that. Business will make a
Oh,
person
it
do
will.
that. And that's why, I
It
mean,
will.
I'm sure, we could think of examples in our own lives. People that, if you went to them and said, hey, can you throw me a couple thousand real quick? They'd be like, hey, man, I can't help you like that. I mean, I pray for you, make sure you get your prayers on. But that's how it
Look.
goes.
I can speak. I can listen. I can speak a little bit
You can
on the
speak.
subject. You know what I
Mm,
mean?
you can
And it's
speak a
my
little
cousin as well. It is
bit.
my cousin as well. You know what? I was just fucking. We gonna give a shout out to Lancaster Kitchen and Bath. If you
Oh,
want your
yeah.
skit done right, go to Lancaster Kitchen and Bath. You know why? Because these homies are putting in some badass shit, man. Yo, their
Doing good
showroom,
work.
dude. I was like, look at this shower. Dude, I'd have to buy more hot water heaters because I'd be in my shower just for hours because it's so dope. Like, dude, I'm telling you, like these guys ain't putting in your regular bathroom. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'll give my cousin a shout out. Fuck it. If I get famous, then there's a shout out. I'll throw him a bone. That's my dog.
Right.
But like, you know what I mean? But no, I get it. Like he's still my cousin, he's doing well. He's doing well. But everybody thinks, like I said, just remember, everybody thinks somebody's got $1 million in the bank and all that. But really, my man he's getting dough, but he don't forget the shit he owes out at the end of the day. Like behind him are people wanting money and chasing him and getting money from him, from whether it be your phone bill to a loan you took out to help grow your business. You know what I mean? But so you got to understand that. So when your family out of nowhere is just like, oh, hey, I ain't talked to you in 7 years, you know, like, but if I call my dude and I'm like, yeah, you got a nail gun, bro? I can't afford to get a nail gun. He's got a nail gun and he'll give it to me to help me further my business because, yeah, it's a little nail gun, but you know what? At that time and at that moment, that's like a fucking $5,000 bill to me. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, but like as far as like me calling him, if I sat down with him for real and went for real with it and was like, listen, bro, why don't you invest in what I'm trying to do for this business and give me some dough? Then he's going to want to know, you know, what's the kickback? When's this coming? And I can't blame him for that because that's business, homie. That's business. You know, you got to understand, bro. It is how it is, and I think I don't know. I think they're putting all this out there just for the publicity of it. You
It
know what I
could be
mean?
that. That's what I mean. You never know with this online world. You know what I mean? But I think it is a good testament to, you know, you have to be. You can't depend on someone to help you out. You know, you got to find ways to, you
No.
know,
In
go
the
out there
end,
and get
bro.
it. You know what I mean? And fortunately, Dad's kind of got caught with his pants down because he was during those times he was living it up. You know, wilding out,
He
having a
wants
good
smart with
time.
his money. He wants make it. He wants smart. He
Right.
wants smart with his money.
Right.
And that's what it comes down to. At that time, he was so impressed with the big booty bitches
They was buying
and
clothes
popping
and.
them bottles, bro. Popping them bottles.
Well, let's hear
See,
what
some
Dad's got
people
to say
can't
on
handle
that.
things.
Let's hear
They
Dad's
can't
side of it.
handle. They can't handle things.
Let's hear what this dude got to say on that real quick.
July, I still don't know about the trademarks and all that. I do the work. They smiling all on my face like, yeah. But knowing behind my back, the niggas wouldn't try to trademark my. So I find out in July that Christy Lucy from Death Row, an attorney over there, trademarked the Dog
He
Pound
said, "Get the goddamn
DPG.
kid out of the room."
So I hear Snoop and say, "What's up with your lawyer?" I ain't cussing, I ain't go hard or nothing. I just say, I just found out that y'all tried to trademark the Dog Pound, and that's how I know. Me, yeah, nigga, I did it, and you know, being tough and shit. That's what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? So all hell break loose. He do a show. He don't take me, take everybody else. Like, yeah, I ain't with Dad and all this shit. For what? Because I asked you about my trademark that you tried to go behind my back and steal my. But the reason why I never trademarked it the Dog Pound because the Cleveland Browns own the name the Dog Pound, but they spell it DAWG. You know what I mean? And they have it trademarked for their football. So that was the confusion over all the 30 years of doing business with the first Death Row, Night, but doing business with them, Reggie Wright, doing the business with them. They try to steal the shit too, but it could never happen because the Cleveland Brown owned the name of Dog Pound. Not the way that we spelled it, but it's confusion is what they said on there. So when I hear Snoop and said, why did y'all try to trademark the Dog Pound? And, you know, me and everything else, they don't want to do business with me because they thought they had it.
I'll tell y'all what's going on right now. Daz and Snoop are on two different pages. You know why? Snoop Dogg, his long-term plan is not to run Death Row Records until he dies. Bro, Snoop Dogg is in his 60s, bro. Running Death Row Records as an everyday, day-to-day CEO is not in his long-term plans. I think Snoop Dogg understands the value of Death Row. I think Snoop Dogg understands where Death Row could lead to. And I think Snoop Dogg is stepping in Death Row to ultimately get the business in order, get everybody on the same page, and then sell Death Row for as much money as he can sell it for. I think Snoop is stepping in saying, okay, yo, let's get all the trademarks together. Let's get all the artists on Death Row together, all the contracts Death Row got, all the catalog, all the music. Let's get it all together. Snoop probably thought, man, I'm Snoop Dogg. I'm the only one who can get that together because Suge done burn every bridge there is. I, for the most part, have not burned a lot of bridges. I can get everybody on the same page. Let's run it. Let's do these movies, do albums, let's run it. I think where the problem is right now is Dez is overestimating what Death Row is worth. I watched another video where Dez is talking about how he believes that Snoop is gonna sell Death Row for $1 billion and leave everybody out of it. It's because Dez believes that there's $1 billion on the table. Dez is holding or withholding that little piece.
All right, so you see he's trying to hold on because he thinks it's all this money that he's going to get. But look, man, the Dog Pound records wasn't really, like you said, you wasn't really that wasn't really the ones you was. I really heard them mostly on like features, if they featured on something with Snoop, or, something like that.
It's like he held on to that one photo from 30 years ago. And was like, this is going to be my play because I done fucked all my money up and I ain't got nothing to show for. You know what I mean? That's basically what you know what I mean? Now he's like, I'm going to play the photo. I'm going to call Snoop and be like, what's good? Hey, you didn't know I knew this, cousin? Yo, what, cousin? Yeah, I mean, cuz.
Hey, did that just happen to somebody?
Yeah, yo, cousin, look. For real. I said cousin. No, but for real, if I was Snoop, bro, I'd have been like, yo, come on, cuz. You knew you fucked your dough up. It ain't my fault you was partying, doing all that cocaine with them bitches or whatever it may be, bro. You fucked your money up. And now you gonna come at me like this? So, yeah, okay, now I can see how Snoop's mad. Now, if he would have played it to his cousin differently, instead of trying to come at him with that little tidbit argument and shit, if he would have finessed it, yo, he might have got some money off of his cousin, bro. You know what I mean? He might have got help. He might have got a little bit. But now he went and was a dickhead, so now Snoop's probably like, yo, fuck you then, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, real rap. So, all right, I get it. I can see it.
You see it. You see it.
And he's out there on the internet with it now and trying to draw attention to it, but Snoop ain't.
Right. Because Snoop got his bread. What I mean? Snoop on everything. He don't need, he don't need that little, so.
He went at it wrong, bro. He went at his cousin wrong. You look, it's Snoop Dogg, huh? You don't just go at him like that. You got to respect that man and give him who he is, bro. You know? And that's who he is now. He's Snoop Dogg. He just got Death Row Records. Congratulations. Like,
right.
Yeah, that's what I would have called and said. Congratulations. You know what I mean?
But speaking of that though, see that's the thing. When you go into that world, there's no promises. There's nobody has to, keep anything for you or give you, and really remember how we saw. I don't know if we talked about this before, but I remember how we saw Kanye and how he had to go back and get on his knees.
Oh,
right. And and these are people that all through their songs they talking about how they killers and they, they this and that and da.
Hold up. You know what I just realized, bro? Yo. Speaking of business, yo, man, put my logo up there real quick.
Well, your logo is up there, but I'm gonna put it. Your logo's a part of the stream, but I'm gonna put. I'll put it up on the screen because we didn't get to show that last time.
Nice.
But,
yeah. Well, whenever you want, you know what I mean. You running things.
Take a quick commercial break. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, fuck it. It is a commercial.
We can take a.
That's right. Yo, I'll turn it into one right now. LaffsLiquidation.com, baby. That's right. I go out there and I dig through all the shit so you don't have to. I find the good products and I sell them to you at a good price. You stay home, you go to my website, click it, buy it, I'll ship it, I'll deliver it if you're close enough. And I even got a safe pickup spot. That's right. I turn my own home into my business. So LaffsLiquidation.com. Go to my website. There you go. I'm trying to get that website, man. I need to turn it into an app. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All of that.
Yeah. Man. How do you do that? You can do that.
Let me see. Let me type it
Just type it in. Fuck it. Liquidation.com. That's LAFFS. Laffs. Yeah. That's a very special name, man. That name Laffs there. That's something given to me a while
Oh,
back.
okay.
There it is. Look at that.
No
Look at
doubt.
that. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, one more. Fuck Kanye, you know what I mean? We can get my shit on there right now.
That's what I'm saying, man. Yo, you got some products on here. Let's see what you
Hey,
got.
no, but on some real talk, I'll go kiss the Jewish dude's hand. What's he want? He want to kiss? I'll kiss his ring.
Right.
You know what I mean? Is that what I gotta do?
That's what you're gonna have
I'll
to
kiss
do,
your
man.
ring, bro. Send me some dough.
Yeah. They gonna send you a lot of dough. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I can't hate on them, bro. They got the key. They got the key and they got the ideas. You know what I mean? There it is, man. That's my webpage. You know, my website, bro.
Nice.
Look at that. That's laid out beautifully.
Yeah.
Shout out to my wife, man. She designed all that.
Yeah,
These are all products I sold.
Oh,
all
I like
products
this pet
I
supply
can get.
lot here. What's this? What do we got here? We got some leashes.
Bro,
That's
yeah.
nice right there, man. That's a nice.
Yeah.
Especially with the wintertime, Joel. You got the
Hey, they got a coat. I don't know if that's your thing. You know what I mean? You want to put your dog in a coat?
You got to put your dog in a coat. You know what I'm saying? It's cold outside.
I don't put my dog in the coat. It's like, yo, go take your shit and come back in the house. Don't stay out there. It's freezing. It's freezing. You know what I mean? We ain't going for walks
Put a
right
coat
now.
on him and take him for a walk. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, listen. The dog industry got a little carried away. All right. You know what I mean? The shit that you can get for your pets, bro.
Insane.
Book bags and strollers and I'm like, nah, man.
It's wild. Yo, look at the food. Just look at the food. You could. They got like hamburgers. And Jade and Kobe. They cook their dog food now. They said it really is a good idea because they saving a lot of money doing that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I did that for my dog, and now she's a diva. So I can't really just give her dry food no more. She's like, yo, what is this? And I'm like, yeah, you're right.
But what they're charging for that dog food, it ain't even good for them. You know what I'm saying? It's giving them cancer. Now dogs getting cancer and shit.
But they're buying it, bro. They're buying it. They're buying it, man.
Yeah, I like
they're buying it. So, I mean, like, look, not just with pets is only one area.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And the thing is I'm hitting everything, bro. I got everything. Home decor, auto parts. I come across it all. And then, like I said, man, I make sure the product's good, and I'm not going to lie to you. Some guy tried to tell me something wasn't new when it was new. And it wasn't, he tried to say, oh, it's not new. You can't call it new once it leaves the store and shit. I'm like, look, dude, this ain't a car. We're talking about a $25, item here. And it's in the bubble wrap. It's never even been out. I'm calling it new. You know what I mean? Like, there you go. Freedom of speech. Take that to the Supreme Court. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
but yeah, dude, my website, it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there on my website, nice and pretty. I'm on eBay too, man. I'm on eBay. I think it's Laffs 120 is my eBay tag, I think. I'm on Marketplace, of course, but oh god, that's a headache.
Yeah.
Marketplace is the slums. Half the time it's robots you're talking to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like going to Kitten Tenny in the Berg, man. It's just like, what am I doing here? It really motivates me to get this website going.
He said, I feel like I'm out there on 13th and
I'm trying to get out, man.
13th and
trying to get out of the gutter with it, But
out
man,
the South.
I'm going, share it, man.
Yeah. Hey,
share,
what I'm gonna do is this little section of the video, I'm gonna clip that, send that over to you. This whole section could be like a commercial for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's
bro,
how
you gotta come over.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you going to come over when you have like hours to hang out, or are you going to come over and say hi and have to go?
No, I gotta come through when I got a lot of time, because I'm telling you, man, my thing is you not doing your part. I keep telling you, you got to get on there and look at this stuff, man, because it's alert. I'm not gonna be able to. You want to. When I come over, you want to have a little bit already, like you looked at, you kind of seen it, especially with that OBS.
You right.
You really want to get that, learn
that's why I fucks with you. You're holding me accountable right now, live on TV.
Right. We
I
live with
love
it.
it.
You know, I'm letting the people
I
know.
love
You
it.
know what
I
I'm
love
saying?
it.
That's how we
I
doing it.
love it, dude. No, that's why I fucked with you, because that's what a friend should do. Hold you accountable.
But
You
I'm
know what I
telling you,
mean?
you'll
If you
find a
fucking up, you
way.
fucking up.
You'll find it explained to you, in a way, as you look it through different, because that OBS gets deep, man. Like how we put this stuff all on the background and everything. That's a
It
process.
is, dude.
But
It
you
is.
can
I
get it
mean, dude, could you imagine like being able to pick this as something you learned when you went to school as a kid?
right. These kids are so lucky. They can do that today.
You,
You know what I'm
oh my
saying?
God,
Like
dude.
this could be their job.
I don't understand how the kids ain't smarter than what they are. Like the generation coming up, man. I mean, I guess there are some out there, but then I mean, dude, as a nation, we should be moving forwards in leaps and bounds, but we are not going anywhere. You know what I mean?
And
So,
I guess
these tech savvy ass kids need to get up there and start doing some real deals with their computers.
right. Let me see here. Let me get on here and let me look here. Bang. I wanted to pull this up here real quick because these are my man. If you ever looking for somewhere to get into, these guys right here, they got an open mic night coming up.
1075.
Yeah, that's the 1075 in Friends. It's the local comedy scene here in
Where
Lebanon.
at?
Here in Lebanon.
In Lebanon.
And they'll have guys come out and, like the one guy, Stoney, that we had on before. You know what I mean? He rocks with those guys and my man
He
Carlos
didn't
and
talk
everything.
too much. He was too busy smoking the 3 grammer.
Yeah, he had a donker. You know what I'm saying?
He said
But
he put a whole eighth in there.
I believe it too, because that thing was longer than his head. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
the way he pulled that shit out, that made me laugh, bro. I'm telling you, his stand-up's got to be good, because the way he flipped that bitch around on screen, I was like, yo.
But that's the thing. That's why I
That
try to
shit was
tell these
great,
guys, yo,
bro.
get on here and work out your comedy, work out your routines, But they sometimes they don't say too much. But we gonna start having some other guys come up, man. We got Carlos, man. He's one of the this guy right here. You see him down in the bottom of that thing. That's Carlos right there. He's like the leader of it all. He puts it all together.
When did them comedy nights pop off?
Yeah. So the next one he has. Let's see. I think the next one he has is gonna be in February. Let me go to the. Man, he might not have posted it yet. But I know he's got one coming up in February. They do like a Valentine's Day one, and it'll be like a bring your spouse night. Be some comedy, people doing poetry, stuff like that. But yeah, these guys doing good work, man. I'm trying to see. Yeah, these going back, but yeah, they have these things every now and then. I used to help.
Comedy's a hard thing, bro.
It ain't
Comedy's
no joke.
a hard thing.
Yeah, it ain't no joke, man.
No,
That's
a
for
lot,
sure.
like, bro, a lot of them comics, like you sit back and listen to their stories. You know what I mean? Them motherfuckers were living in their cars to follow their dream. Like,
right. And
they
you
ain't
got to be
making
willing to
dough at
do that.
first.
You got to be willing to go
fucking,
in like that.
like Dave Chappelle and all them dudes from the comedy club. Joe Rogan. That shit was hard. And a lot of comics, didn't make it, and are still at these comedy clubs trying to make it. Not everybody gets the golden ticket, man.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Shout out to Willy Wonka.
So yeah, shout out to the 1075 guys, man. I'll probably be at the next show, man. I want to do like if they need to set up a live stream so I could stream the, you know what I mean?
Bro, I'd like to get out. I'd like to get out and go see a comedy show with you, bro. I'll go with you.
Yeah, you should come down because they're gonna give us VIP and all of that. You know what I'm saying? They make
it
lit for
I
us
don't
when we
drink,
go
you
out.
know what I mean? So they keep the sodas flowing, bro. I'm good.
Yeah. They're gonna be I think the spot where they do it at, I think they got a little food and stuff like that. So yeah, man, that's what's up right there. So let me go ahead over here real quick. I got a couple more. I was gonna do that one, but this was the one here that because we already saw Kanye. But this
Kiss the
time,
ring, man.
this time, your boy, Young Thug, had to come pay his dues. But I thought you was a thug, though. You know what I'm saying? I thought you was a killer.
Yo, because nah, man. Look, man, keep it real. The motherfuckers ring they kissing is a thug.
That's what I'm saying.
Call it what it is. Call it what it is.
That's what I'm saying.
Where'd the whole kissing of the ring come from, man? You know what I mean? The Italian mafia, right? But that is apparently and visibly a man of Jewish faith. And that is something that he practices is kissing the ring. I think the Jewish people wrote the whole Italian mafia fucking book.
Yeah, they did. They the ones that made all the movies about it.
That's what I'm saying. That. They sold America on what they sold America on what the Italian mafia is. You know, when it really ain't that.
Right.
Hey, you need a front man. That's all I'm saying. You need a front, in this case, a front organization.
Right. And they will sell millions of dollars over there. They
could be that. That could be him right there. You know what I mean? The fucking shot caller of the world.
He up in New York right now. You know, let's go up there.
Your Yeezys are now worth $250 again. Kanye woke up naked.
Yeah, yo, they backed him into a corner.
You want to fuck with us? All right, bro.
He said, "You gonna do this shit to me?" Yo, they did it. Yo, they did it like that. What's that? Denzel? Where he was like, "You gonna do this to me?" Let me see.
Yeah, they did him like they did the bull and belly. Strip, motherfucking strip. I'm gonna get you on for this, man. Nah, man. Yeah, yo.
When he did this. This is what they. That's what they be saying to him.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
That's what they said to Kanye.
You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think you can do this to me?
Yo,
you motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you.
Yo, he said, you'll be Kanye West, you'll be playing basketball in Pelican Bay.
Oh, man. Kanye was like, okay, I'll kiss the ring. I'll kiss the ring.
He said, hey, my bad, man. I got an album coming out.
Hey, be humble. Be humble. When you fuck up, you fuck up.
He fucked up
good, though. At least he fucked up good. You know? Yeah. He fucked up so bad, they turned him into a broke guy, and he got a taste of that, and he was like, I don't want this life. I don't know. I want to live like this. Yeah. I can't do it. What's ramen noodles?
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude, like, come on, man.
It's wild, man. So, yo, I gotta show this, man, because we was talking about Steve. Yo, I gotta show that. Yo, when I talk to Steve, right, he was calling me earlier. I gotta call him back, man, because I know he's gonna tell me about how he was out on the cruise, you know.
I was in the Caribbean with my girl, and I was fucking eating.
I'm living through him, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm living through him. But yo, this is for real.
Hell yeah,
man. Yo,
I'm on my way. Well, I'll meet you.
Right.
They had us eating duck filet mignon. We had the restaurant shut down in Romania. I'm fresh back from the Swiss Alps. So I said, let me just eat some bison and mashed potatoes. And I need some rest, maybe a couple of massages, little caviar pancakes. My answer's being on a private jet, eating that smoked duck in Morocco. That's my nigga. We staying in the Waldorf Astoria. We drinking his Lashem, we drinking Branson because he got it up in there. You know what I mean? We eating calamari, fucking duck and shit. This is my first time eating salmon, trout. You eating croissants and you know all the.
I'm not even coming on the cruise unless y'all are serving shit like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. Like I need that. I want it all. I don't need nothing less. Yeah, me and you'll be cool with some pizza. I'm happy to be on the boat.
I'm glad to be there. I'm glad
this
to
is
be
a nice boat you got.
Can I stay?
It's a nice boat you got, man.
Can I live here?
No, caviar, what's that? I don't want nothing. You know
Caviar
what I mean? Like,
pancakes.
nah, I'm good. You got hot wings? You got pancakes? Cool. You know what I mean?
We got duck
I'll just
wings.
take regular pancakes with some syrup.
We got some dark wing duck wings.
Nah, yeah, no. Hey, man, no doubt, man. Shout out to my cousin though, man.
Yeah,
he's vacationing quite well. You know, so you guys don't. Hey, there you go. That's another good. Look, that's another good thing. We could hit back on the subject of Snoop and his situation. You know what I mean?
Right.
Look, hey, he's out there vacationing well. That takes money. You know, so don't always think the millionaires are millionaires. You know what I mean? They got debt too. America keep you in debt.
That's right. And and that's why I always say, man, like we gotta just enjoy our lives, man. Like, we have a lot to be thankful for, man. We gotta appreciate that. You got this guy right here, right? He wanted to be a big time, and now he's on his deathbed. And it's like if he would have just been a regular working at the warehouse, even if he had a criminal record, he got a felony. He's working at the warehouse, you know what I mean? But they be the dude to live, you know what I'm saying? These dudes right here, you start going off and try to, chase after this thing that we've been programmed to believe is out there. And this is what's going to happen right here.
YouTuber who goes by the name of Brandon is on the verge of losing him life, y'all. It's a YouTuber. I remember him going all over the hoods, different hoods and stuff like that. And what typically happens is when you go to different hoods and stuff like that, and you got a big subscriber account, you got a large following, other hoods could get jealous like, yo, why you sharing all that light with that hood? You need to be over this hood. You need to be over here. And what happens is that you might get more beef in the hoods when you do this. Now, this is one of them guys that be going around to the trenches. Oh, how real is it over here? It's real over... Man, this dude on the verge of losing his life. Check it out, y'all.
All right, guys, so we're going to talk about this YouTuber.
He look familiar to y'all? Y'all know him?
No.
Don't worry, I'm refreshing y'all memory. Just check it out.
Brandon Buckingham has recently been admitted into the hospital because basically he has multi-organ failure, specifically related to tuberculosis. According to live stream fails on Reddit, they say Brandon Buckingham might not survive. He's in the ICU for heart, lung, liver, and kidney failure.
So now what makes me think is that when he go to certain hood, I seen the episode. I think he was in the hood in DC, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
He was drinking, just keeping up with the locals and all of that.
Listen, now, first of all, you're not going to go into these camps and think you're going to just be, hey, I can hang too, guys. Hey, I'm here. And you think you could just hang with these guys that grew up drinking malt liquor and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't going to be able to come in from college.
Taped to their fucking hands.
Right.
40s taped to their hands, man.
Listen, you're not going to be able to walk into...
You ever come to my hood once?
You can't walk into the Capapalooza coming out of college and think you're going to be in there. You know what I'm saying?
The Capapalooza, Jesus Christ. That was a good one. That was a banger, bro.
Those were some bangers, man.
That was wild.
Some people almost lost it all.
That was wild. People, bro. After the bars closed, everybody came there. It was wild.
Just got too insane. We had to call those parties off.
It was a great night.
Well, we had to call those parties off because it just got too ridiculous.
So let me get this. Hold on. Let me get this straight. You're telling me this dude right here is about to say he's got all them problems because he went into these different hoods trying to keep up with the homies drinking whatever they was drinking.
Yeah, sipping lean and whatever they was doing, he would do it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just go hopping hood to hood and that's your job. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
So he didn't have some underlying root cause of this failure of his organs, because you don't just, your whole body don't just shut down because a certain organ will shut down because of drinking too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you got to
But
understand.
multiple organs.
But you got to understand, if you got something, we all have something brewing in us. We don't know what's gonna, when it's gonna show itself. But the more we do to hurry it along, you know what I'm saying? This is what happens when you trying to be down, you trying to be, in the mix of shit that you shouldn't even be involved with. You know what I'm saying?
That. I don't believe you should. I don't believe that they should try to put that on the hoods.
It ain't on the hoods. It's on him, because he's trying to go be a part of stuff that he's not. He should have just worked a job. This is a college kid that could have did content on anything. He could have went and worked, did something else. You didn't have to be, but you want to be famous. You want to be.
But all I'm saying though is you said it right there. He's just a kid, right? So no, he's just another human being who's like us, and who's trying to find the way out of the system that is laid out and created for you. So he didn't want to punch the clock for 40 hours a week and get stuck into that chain gang. He wanted to be different. And he went out, and that's what he chose.
That's what he chose.
That's what he chose. And that's a risk.
Okay.
That's a risk of what you're doing.
Right, but you can't come back online and be like, hey, I need everybody to chip in, I'm laying up here. I'm like, hey, we told you to go get a job. We gave you the blueprint to,
Oh,
live.
so he thought he was going to get love from the hoods because of what he did.
Yeah,
and they were
he's
going
famous.
to pay his fucking doctor bill.
Yeah, he think he's famous and shit like that, which people do that kind of stuff. If you famous enough, people will come together. I saw one lady, she was on the news.
All right, first off, he did it to himself. Okay. And by me saying that, now look, I'm going to just start making these shirts, and they're going to say you did it to yourself, and I'm just going to sell them. Fuck it. Everybody needs to buy one because it's the truth.
That's a good shirt. That would be a good shirt.
It's the truth, bro.
That's a good hashtag, bro.
Wait, you did it to yourself. Hashtag. You did it to yourself.
Come on.
Hashtag that shit.
Yo, exclusive right here live. We just came up with this next campaign.
Look, let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why, Warren. Okay. This dumb motherfucker, you gonna ask the projects for help.
Well, he asking the public for help.
It's the projects, motherfucker. They're already needing money. We all need money. Why do you think they're living in the projects?
We all need money.
They're not in the projects because they're fucking rich. Like,
listen,
what was he thinking?
What was
this kid thinking?
Look, he want everybody.
What was the kid thinking?
Listen, he want everybody to help him out. But the thing is everybody ain't got money. Everybody's
remember that time
right
I met my man Tyrone out? I met my man Tyrone in the Calio projects. The kingpin, you know what I mean, selling bricks of the yay on the block. I'm going to call and ask him to help me. Get the fuck out of here.
You can't ask nobody to help you. You can't ask nobody to help you, though. We all messed up out
here. In the end, it's you. It ain't nobody helping you, because in the end, people really don't care, bro. People have everybody even family, the ones you love, in the end, they all just go back to their problems. And they ain't concerned with your problems in the end, man. Like, he should have known that going into what he was doing. And maybe he wouldn't have been trying to sit there and be accepted so hard. That's what you're doing. You don't get a hood pass by doing this. You get a hood pass because your situation landed you in the hood, and you fucking put in work in the hood, and you survived in that situation for years, and you adapted and overcame, and motherfuckers then recognize you. You got to put in work to get the respect he's asking for. And that's the bottom line with that. That kid's retarded.
He should have went to Amazon.
Yeah.
He should have went. He should have went and clocked in. He'd have had insurance. He'd have been cool. He'd have been cool.
That would have gave him insurance, man. He wouldn't have to ask the hood.
He wouldn't be sipping on all that lean.
You're going to ask the mother of 7 kids living in a fucking 2-bedroom Section 8 housing development. Please send me $1 a day. Keep the hunger away.
Listen.
That's not.
He don't care who it is.
Dependent.
He's trying to reach out to the public in general. But the thing is everybody's messed up out here. Ain't nobody got time for that. You can't be dependent on that to, you got to make better decisions. You got to say, listen, man, this, I'm chasing this thing. It ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, let me try something else. Let me, or he should have went into this knowing, what was this? His one shiny fucking idea in the bag? You got, dude, it's not their fault he's where he's at. And then for him to send out an outreach to people, like, why would you even expect people to love you and pay for you and help you anyway? That's where you go wrong, bro. If you're a realist and you know that, hey, at the end of the day, you ain't getting nothing from anybody. Right. For one, today, people don't got it to give. I don't care if you're rich or not. Even the rich, they're just barely rich, bro. Any minute they could end up naked in the street, like Kanye. Everybody is on that line.
A lot of them do end up like that.
A lot of them do. It's what you do once you start seeing that you're fucking making it. Now you need to come up with a contingency plan, something else to promote. Go farther. Go somewhere else. What's going to keep making you money? You got to think that way, dude. This kid's retarded. Hey, we're sorry. Hey, sorry, buddy. Sorry, you're dying. Like, that sucks. That sucks really bad, but if you somehow get to see this, because I ain't nobody right now, you know what I mean? I ain't nobody, but hey, we're sorry for you, but you fucked up. Keep it real. You fucked up. That's what it comes down to, bro. Be 10 toes down with yourself first, and blame yourself for your situation. Don't expect people to dig you out, man. Because if you know that, Warren, shit, man, you've been getting it. You've been getting, we've known each other our whole lives, bro. You've been getting it on your own for how long? Since what? 15, 16, you know what I mean?
No doubt, man.
So that's the problem. What's his background? Where'd he come from? Like, did he come from a mom and dad? Oh, that's right. You said he was a college kid. Yeah. So, mom and dad paying for college, and you get this idea. Now you think the people who never even stepped foot in college didn't even graduate. Shit, I didn't even graduate until fucking 2020 fucking 2 or something, man. I fucking just got my diploma a few years back.
I'm still trying to get one.
Yo. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Spoon in the mouth, motherfucker. Lay there in your bed. You made it.
Sit down and have several seats. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry you wasted the last couple minutes you have on this earth to fucking make that post. That's what the truth is. You should have been hugging and loving your fucking loved ones and doing what really matters. Because in the end, bro, the chase for the dollar, the chase for the fame, it doesn't matter. Because guess what, man? You're meeting the same end as me, dog. Whether you got $1 billion or whether you got 25 cents, we're all going to be laid up in a box one time.
Well,
that's 10 toes down. Hashtag, you did it to yourself.
Hashtag, you did it to yourself, man. You got to put that in the next post, man.
You did it to yourself.
But look, man, speaking of that, though, we got laffsliquidation.com, so we want you to go ahead and stop over there, get you some goodies. We got Christmas coming up, man. There's got to be something in there that I know somebody in your life.
Yo, and if it isn't in there, guess what? I go every week, 2 times a week, 3 times a week. Okay, so I'm going to have something in there eventually you're looking for.
And we really need people to go and follow your page on Facebook, because you did have the video up there where it's like, look, I'm going right now. If there's something you want, shout it out. I'm going in today.
You know what?
You
That
know?
was a. You know what? That
That's a
was
good idea. You know.
Well, yeah. That was a hit me right then idea, and I was in a good mood, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna try it out." And you know, I didn't really get a lot of people hit me up with things they need or wanted, you know, and I don't know, maybe they misread what I was doing, you
Well, you
know,
got to
but
keep doing it, you know, and you got to give them a little
yeah,
time
yeah,
too,
yeah.
because it's, you
Because
know.
you know what, I be there, and I do come across the weirdest shit, bro. Like
I would say like
I
the
come
day
across
before, put a post
like
out there like, I'm going tomorrow. Tune in live. I'll have, you know
right,
what I
right,
mean?
right. That's what I said in my if you look at the other video, it was bad posting on my part.
No
I didn't
doubt.
give enough notice. I didn't
Yeah,
give enough notice because I do that too. You know, like I said, man, you got more than one shiny apple in my fucking bag. Okay, I
no
got a
doubt.
lot of ideas. I got a lot of ideas, and you know, I'm going to try out every one until one hits, and then I'm going to try out more. Like
No
I'm not
doubt.
stopping. You know. So I mean, this right
Okay.
here, dude, I like it because I got a lot of stuff that is just different. Random things, you know, that I mean, dude, I'm telling you, I fix things in my house with parts I find laying in these bins, bro. You
Right.
know, so I know people out there that need something that they think's weird. But yo, let me tell you something. If Amazon or one of these big corporate places sells it and people order it, it ends up eventually in the open wastelands. Okay. And
Yeah.
that's where I'm at digging through. I'm out there digging through. I don't know, you know, you know how ignorant people are in some of these places, push you out the way, cough on your neck. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
You
Especially
know,
now, it's
just,
Christmas time. People out there going for the dope.
oh,
You
bro,
know what I
don't give a fuck.
mean?
They just keep throwing shit across the bin while they're going through it. They just flipping boxes left, right, and they're all flipping them in your
You know what
direction.
I mean?
Look,
You
I'm
got to be cutthroat with it and that. Yeah.
yo. It's look. If it ain't for you, then go to my website. If I got what you want, order it. Leave a message if you're local. I'll, you know. Now, when I say local, I mean within like a, you know,
Oh,
West
you don't mean the
Shore.
Northeast.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not going to travel 18 miles. You know, I'm not coming an hour away for your $20 item, but I do use the United States Postal Service. Thank you for everything you do. And I do use them, and I do ship a lot of packages through them. And, you know, so if you want it on your doorstep, I can do that for you too, you know, and, right now, you know, I don't think I'm offering free shipping, but at one point in time, I will get to the point where shipping is on me. But, you know, so support the small guy, watch him become a big guy, and I'll throw everybody a bone when I can.
No doubt. No doubt, man.
You know,
Yeah, man.
that's
So
laffsliquidation.com.
we
You
got
can
it
follow
pulled
me
up,
on
man.
Facebook, Sam Sandy on Facebook. I got my info on there. I got a little site on Facebook. I don't put much on it. You know, I need to start working those areas, but that's on me. I'm doing it to myself. You know what I'm
That's all right.
saying?
You're going to
And
get there. You're going to get it up.
yeah,
You
bro. It's
know?
hey, this I was put in this predicament, you know, by myself, and you know, because I had a role to play in losing my job a little bit. I was a bit of a dickhead, but you know, that's because that wasn't meant for me, and I don't fit inside a warehouse. You know, like I said, it's like you don't take that lion from the African Serengeti and put him in a cage. You don't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Uh,
feel that, man. I
so
feel that.
and I started this with $150, and right now I think I'm up to 200 items. You know, uh, I invest every dollar. Every dollar I got home goes right back into getting more products. I'm not making. I'm not. I mean, it's keeping me afloat. It's keeping dinner in the bellies of my children and my wife and me, and you know, so it's keeping me afloat with me losing my job and everything. But like, I'm not out here gloriously living and making it. I'm out here every day hustling just like the next person, trying to find a way, you know. So when we ask to support the small guy, this is what we